What they don't tell you about male VTubers. I thought that was a very cool
graduation.
Male
video.
VTubers before Luxium came out, I agree with you, were considered a joke, and it always pissed me off.
Really?
Female
There were
VTubers and
jokes?
viewers of female VTubers would make fun of them. They're bad.
Really?
No, it's because their demographic is not hit.
For those who don't know, it's like a lot of VTubers kind of started out in there. Even a few like big corporate VTubers today. I just want to say, can you imagine if like if Sen is one of the new holograms?
All of my dreams come true. You know who graduated recently?
Couple people.
Hello? Is this the Avon lady? No, this is the Manscaped lady. Don't forget.
Oh, we got a Manscaped ad.
Wonderful products to make your balls silky smooth. And for the ladies, don't forget that there are products for you too, especially the Crop Mop Ball Wipes, which work incredibly well to reduce
Ball wipes for females?
Even better than powders, I find. Make sure to click the link in the description or use code GIGA at checkout to get yourself 20% off and free shipping on your order at manscaped.com. Thanks, Manscaped, again for sponsoring the video.
W ad.
You shave my balls. No.
Ad over.
The tag is hashtag Giga shaved my life. Get it right, idiot.
LOL.
I'm using they work. I have two. Anyway, takes everything from us, our bits, our subs, our sanity. Yeah, you know what? I still want more. Can I get a thanks dip? Hey,
Damn.
Doris, thanks dip for the
Damn.
bits, idiot. There you go.
Damn.
I added an idiot for free.
Damn.
Was it good for you?
Holy crap.
Mary! Whoa.
Wait, what about the video?
What was
I thought
going
we were
on
going to
today?
talk about male
Wait,
VTubers. Okay, here's Meriwether.
All right, hold on.
This date,
He'll
then
keep his VODs up, right?
all of the K-pop stands in his audience, they were like, you know what to do, guys?
That's
It's fucking time again. Let's
I was
go.
like, he's underestimating his community. Number one, people will come out in droves to support him. They will.
You should have asked for 5
30
minutes
minutes already? Thanks for the extra 9.
Straight
You
up.
didn't get a
That's number one,
notification
but
either,
number
I'm
two,
guessing?
That's the thing is, a lot of these people came from K-pop, and one of the things that K-pop fans would do, they are so used to pumping views on videos to support their idols, and they have figured out the
Whoa.
YouTube system perfectly.
Algorithm.
What you have to do to get a view to count. Because if
Okay.
you watch a video and then you just play it again, or you hard refresh and play it again, that doesn't count 2 views, it counts 1. And like, there are these systems, and they've tested these for years.
And they
on the
figured it
K-pop
out.
idols to boost their music video.
And they cracked the
As soon as he
code.
was like 1 million, and we only need 1 million views. I was like, no, dude, that's like so little.
Bro, asked for 10.
Right? I was like, crazy.
It's an organized machine at this point. It's
Damn, they got a whole view
There was
farming
one odd
system,
thing
huh?
that happened. So Mr. Announcer's graduation.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember this, Giga, but male VTubers were kind of a joke before Luxium.
This is the topic. This is what I was
something
interested to
so
hear about.
I'm known as someone who supports a lot of male VTubers.
Okay.
I would like to state that it is because of that. Not just because
Really?
a lot of my friends have always been guys and I have a lot of brothers. Like, that's part of it. But in 2021 and prior, male VTubers before Luxium came out, I agree with you, were considered a joke, and it always pissed me off that a lot of people that I was friends with were really good creators and I thought deserved it, and I was saying, hey, they just haven't found their audience yet. Once they do find that audience, or that audience finds them and a community builds, they're all gonna do well because they're incredible.
And you were just there to support them till they found that, well, not till, but like when they got that audience. That's actually awesome. That's a good friend to have.
But before that,
That's really a really good friend to have.
female VTubers and viewers of female VTubers would make fun of them and be like, oh, they can't even break 20 viewers because they're
Damn.
bad. And I was like, no, it's because their demographic has not hit.
I remember
She was ahead of the curve. Giga, she knew what was up.
grew to like, I think like 1,000.
Way ahead of
Right.
the
That was
curve.
like
Yeah,
right before December.
He debuted his own model a bit before Luxium, and he grew a bit. And I was like, oh my god, one of the male VTubers is growing from the West. Oh my god. And I was like, guys, it's happening. I was talking like it was like an Illuminati plot. I was talking to my friends.
Illuminati
I was like,
plot.
the demographics there.
I told you.
Finding Western male VTubers. You could see it works well in JP. It just
Yeah,
works.
yeah,
And I was
it
like,
makes
it's gonna be
sense.
the K-pop fan.
Like, bro, I hear about how so many people love Kazuha. Like, it would make sense that, I mean, yeah, there's gonna be people that like the Western freaking male VTubers as well.
And so I was like going insane, and I was like, guys, it's happening.
There was this big theory that there must be some sort of untapped market here.
I think they just hit at the right time.
There's always an
because
untapped
when
market
COVID,
somewhere.
Everyone was home. The K-pop fans, which is the right demographic for that, found them.
Terrible timing for
Oh,
me,
it was the
because at that
K-pop
point I
fans?
upgraded my model to a maid outfit. Clearly this male thing isn't working. Maybe if I present a little bit more, people will be more likely to play.
Oh shit,
Vox come.
bro should have gave himself a 6-pack.
That's my girl.
There it is.
I saw them growing, and I was like, yes, Shoto and Mary are gonna have the most beautiful springtime. Like, that's what I was thinking in my head.
Oh, one of us did. Yeah, one of us did.
Hello,
So
everybody.
Shoto and Mary were also one of the first male VTubers. Okay.
And you have your little teacup.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Vtuber Mary. Hello.
The chat's going, hello.
Mary captured the ugly bastard market, though, so he was thinking well ahead of that.
I forgot about your
Ugly boss.
model. I remember before you debuted that model, you were in a call in. You were in that, and I was in there. Joel was in
Did
there.
I
and
tease the
someone
model?
else. Yes, you teased the model. You were like, "Would you like to
God.
see my next model?" And I was like, "Of course." And then you show up and you go, "Hey, everybody."
Hello, baby girl. That was the model, huh?
Cry. I was sitting in
Okay.
DC and I couldn't stop crying for like 10 minutes because I had never seen the ugly bastard model before. No one had done this. It was so funny.
That'd be an interesting experiment.
Friends of mine. Male VTuber fans versus female VTuber fans.
Actually, would actually be a good experiment because how many people have an unironically unattractive looking VTuber model? I don't think there's that many. But there's a point where internet culture in general made people that were conventionally unattractive very rich and very famous. And like, yeah, they would do crazy stuff like put lemons in their eyes and stuff like that. But their first main appeal was about how unattractive they looked. So if you made a super unattractive VTuber model, how far would that get you? That's
The
it.
female VTuber fans.
Makes me think.
Oh, baby, don't worry, we'll support you forever. Here's some fan art. You know, very lovely, very cuddly.
I always
you know?
call it the lol Lamau chats because you go to a male VTuber's chat and he says a funny and everyone goes Lamau,
Lamau.
laughing emojis. 3
Really?
laughing emojis. Lamau, lol.
Where's my fucking lamals and
It's
lols?
lovely.
It's incredible. It's great.
Then we've got the male VTuber fans who watch the female VTubers, and it's like, hey, baby, yes, 200 subs.
I paid for my time. So you have to kiss the microphone.
What the fuck?
There's
Yeah, that's
part of
probably
me,
a
'cause
quote.
My chat knows that I try really hard to cultivate an audience that's not like that, which is like the outlier, because most people are like, they don't always necessarily encourage it because they don't want people to be too weird. But if someone's a little like that, they're like, as long as they're not harming anyone, they just leave them. Right?
Yeah.
And I always think
Yeah.
about it and I'm like, you know, am I making a mistake by not cultivating that? Because I don't get as many gifted subs as some of these other people.
But the thing is, if you do get that audience, that does come with the downsides of, hey, now that they're giving you money, they're gonna expect more from you, or they're gonna demand more from you, which is even worse. Like they might, oh, I gave you 20 gifted subs, you know, like they send a DM like, oh, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And like, yeah, sure, it might be kind at first, but then it's like, oh, why aren't you responding to me? And it goes even insane. And it's like, oh, because they gave you this money. Like we talked about this last time when we were talking about parasocial stuff with the saplings. Like you can accidentally get a strange audience by, you know, being more, how I say, lenient with like how you like enforce rules or policies or your boundaries or your standards and shit like that.
I like my community as is, but I definitely, absolutely, for cultivating a great community, I take a hit financially a little bit, you know.
And it
Oh,
is
show
what it
feet,
is.
huh,
It's part
okay.
of it.
And then they like spin their model around. You know, I'm like, ew, no, show feet. Like if I tried, I really don't think I could. I would just be like, ugh. Have you got
Dirty money.
DBZ role players in your chat?
DBZ
before? It's
role
such a
players?
fun experience.
What?
And, like, sometimes they're in it too hard. You have to get rid of them. You have to prune them because you're like, they're not going to flourish in this environment, right?
You have to
it's not
get
going to
rid
work.
of
But
Wait,
I had one
what?
that came in and he was his whole own OC. He came in, he was like, how strong are you? And I was like, strong. And he was like, oh yeah, could you beat me? And then I noticed he starts replying to me on Twitter as well. I'd just post a picture and I'd be like, woo, it's summer. And he'd be like, could you fight me though? You look strong. You know,
Bro,
laugh.
I just want to not believe that. I just want to not believe it, but
incredible. I kind of love this.
I
Oh
noticed he
my
has the
goodness.
VT in his name.
He does.
This is a sort of a phenomenon that I kind of got fascinated by, but it's very early days VTubing, right around the time Melody debuted, way back in the day.
That's a
like
long
2.5
time ago.
years or something like that.
It wasn't that long ago.
I mean, she
Right.
just had her 3-year.
It's a long time
birthday,
ago
so
in
it's
internet
3 years
years.
ago, right? It was a new exciting thing. A lot of people were becoming VTubers. A few months in, I did notice that there was some confusion on what a VTuber is, and there
People
was
started
some.
trying to define it, and then I remember that there was a lot of discourse between like
Yes.
how they defined it.
One of the funny things that happened as a result of this early day confusion is that we kind of got grouped in with a pre-existing community, the Twitter anime role players.
Wait. Oh, that's kind of shitty, man. That's kind of shitty.
Who was a VTuber in the sense?
Yeah, who's a VTuber? You know, somebody has a model, whatever, does like entertainment, and versus someone that does like RP. Like, damn, that's kind of fucked up.
Trying to be a content creator,
Yeah.
and then who was just
Who's
trying to
having
be a role
fun,
player,
yeah.
right? You'd talk to someone and you'd be like, "Hey, I'm this character, and you know, I'm going live on Twitch at this time." They'd be like, "Cool, I'll come by," and they'll have the same username and they'll be hanging out, and you're like, "Oh, this is probably like another VTuber." And then later on, you'd figure out they were just role playing their character, and they were never even going to become a content creator, and you'd be like,
Oh,
okay."
okay.
You didn't even have to be a streamer.
Okay, yeah. I feel, oh shit, damn, yeah, because now when you're a VTuber, a lot of VTubers are content creators, or they have their thing is like, oh, I'm gonna debut one day, and they never do. So
You had to be a YouTuber, but like there was some sort of content creation. It wasn't just an OC. But all the people that just had an OC and acted as it, but didn't create anything else, they were like, well, we count too, because you were a person online acting as a character. And everyone on the content creators.
How many people were acting back in the day when they had a VTuber model and stuff like that, and they would say, hey, my name is Project Melody, you know. Like, are they pretending to be like a robot on Twitter, or are they just like, hey, that's my VTuber name, or that's my online alias?
So I didn't want to be mean to them, and they were like, well, technically, yeah. So they all put VT in their names.
Oh, well, there it is.
It was like a 50-50 when you met someone on like which they were. I remember this in like 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
And some of these people were really nice, and I'm still friends with them. They were cool, and I was like, okay.
I don't seem like they're mean people. They just having fun.
For those who don't know, it's like this. I guess at this point, it's kind of an ancient VTuber server, VTuber community. A lot of
like
VTubers you
mystical at
know
the time.
kind of started out like vibing in there. Even a few like big corporate VTubers today, obviously not going to name names, but they were like in there.
That's
back
where they
in the
came
day.
from. I remember because we were.
It was like it's like the underground of VTubing.
We were all a big friend group, and it wasn't a super tight friend group because it was so many people, and they would just be these VCs, and we would all hang out when we were all smaller streamers and trying to figure out like, you know, how this all worked, and we just wanted to chill. That was where I met everyone. I think after like my first month of VTubing, I was like in that server because someone met me on Twitter and was like, she's nice, she streams, and I got added in there. And then I met you.
Oh, nice.
I met Joel. I met like.
Oh, so it's invite only on top of that. So it's like you got to know somebody to get in there. That's also pretty cool. That's how you actually cultivate like real legitimate friendships and like working connections instead of being out in the wild west of the internet and trying to find somebody. It's like, here's a group of people that actually make content, and you guys all pretty much like the same type of shit. So why not talk to each other? That's absolutely perfect, honestly.
Or Bao, like all of them I just met in there.
Yes,
That's awesome.
I guess it
came
is
from the
getting there.
Illuminati.
Yeah, they were all grown in the lab.
There were a lot of people that are just artists in there or just chilling, right?
I don't even think it was intended to be a VTuber server.
No.
It
And I
just
remember
turned
I'd go
into
in
it.
there and you would pop in and it would be like 5 a.m. for you, and you'd just pop into the VC and go like wah, 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 and then like leave.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I did
I like
that.
didn't
Oh
even
my
know you at the
God,
time. I just
dude.
knew of you, and I
What
was
the
like,
fuck?
"Is he good?"
I was role playing, dude. Come on.
The old RP.
Play back. You would do that, and I would be like, "Don't ever come in here and do that ever again."
Oh shit.
Like,
Word.
stupid shit back.
Oh my god.
Other people just go like,
remember
"Who's that?" And I would be like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yo, y'all gotta be
I'm still
homies
friends
or
with, like,
something.
Cable and Sen. Sen isn't even a VTuber anymore. He
What?
graduated.
He's not?
No, he like quietly graduated a while back. He's like, hey, I'm gonna go work, but I still like see him in that server.
What? People do that? I thought we were all anime characters.
But we have to be anime, guys.
I just want to say, can you imagine if like if Sen is one of the new holograms?
Ooh.
All of my dreams come true.
That'd be cool.
Anytime any indie VTuber graduates, you just assume, oh, that's
They're
the
gonna
next
show up.
Hololive
Yeah.
generation, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Someone's graduating. Better make sure you get in their DMs immediately.
You know what bothers me the most? When someone debuts or graduates, that's when everyone shows up the most. I always knew you could do it. And I'm like, I never saw you in their chat. I never saw you support them. Huh?
fake friends, or they could be supporting them in private. I don't know, man, because like what sorry, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Giga, because like this is my first time actually watching Giga's content. So like Giga said she would be in their chat and stuff like that to support people while they were smaller. And then like when they get bigger, like yeah, she's still around, but like she helped them grow, right? There's other people that don't go to that extent, but they will like sub or they'll lurk or something like that. So it's definitely an interesting topic, and I think it just depends on the person on whether they're being a fake friend or if they really did support them, but they just didn't voice their support.
It's just question mark. I'm like, what? Or yeah, when an indie VTuber's graduating and people start thinking that they're gonna go on and do something. Oh, I'm gonna miss you so much, and I'm like, you didn't miss them for the past
While they were
couple
here.
months.
I mean, that's how it is in real life too. Like if somebody super famous is around and it's like, oh yeah, cool, they're very popular, their songs playing everywhere, it's great, and then like for some reason their music is just not being played, it's not hitting the same, whatever. Nobody talks about them. Oh, they fell off. Oh, their music sucks now. I remember the old one. I miss the old whoever, insert name here. And then as soon as they die, bro, oh my God, you were my favorite. I missed you so much. I can't believe this happened, bro. RIP, I miss you, blah, blah, blah. Your music was everything. And like all their music that went like this, as soon as they die, goes up. And it goes up for like maybe a week or two, and then it just goes right back down, man. That's just how it is. It's BS, but that's how it is.
And yet you didn't watch, so.
Imagine faking a graduation, just like nudging all your viewers, being like, "Hey guys, I'm gonna pretend to graduate. Just
to
play
see how
along,
Twitter
right?"
reacts, other VTubers.
Yeah. Oh my God,
It's gonna be
yeah,
interesting.
I miss you.
I feel like a lot of people are gonna get upset once you fake it.
Next week?
Like you just keep streaming and you tell the people that watch you, that actually watch your streams, what's going on, but then on Twitter.
Hey, Misery, welcome back in.
Oh yeah, man.
Maybe I'll
I do think. Oh, you should.
Foreshadowing.
Hilarious. I think you could pull it off way better than I could. I think people would find a way to get mad at me over it. I feel like.
I've never had a real hater in the wild, ever.
Oh, good.
Like,
Really?
never, ever. The only hate I've ever seen for myself was one guy, maybe two guys, but I think it was the same guy. DMing me weird stuff on Twitter. He was mad about me being friends with his Oshi and was convinced that we weren't actually friends and that I was taking advantage of
Oh,
her
a delusional person.
That is the
Okay.
only time.
People are weird.
Just a delusional
person.
person.
Odd hater showing up in my chat, depending on what game category I'm in, you know?
Yeah.
Game category?
Oh, you're pretending to be fake, you fake furry.
Wait, what? Fake furry? Wait,
And
what?
be like, you're probably ugly IRL. That's why you have the avatar.
Ah, yeah, that's a classic.
I mean, bro, like that is so fucking lame. It's like, oh yeah, you're probably ugly. That's why you have a VTuber model. Like, okay, like what? What?
IRL. Like, that's why you have
okay.
the avatar.
Like, how do you even respond to that?
When I see an uptick in people coming in and doing those things, it's always
means you're succeeding.
Summertime when school's out. I'm like confident it's like teenagers, literally.
You're wrong.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be it.
Why. The amount of toxicity online goes up the moment children have time. I've been posting my own little cringy meme comics for the longest time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
COVID happens, school's out. First time I ever receive hate from my comics. Ever. Continues
There
for
it
solid
is.
2 years.
And that makes sense. If they're always doing shit they don't want to do, whether it's school or if somebody's, at a dead end job and they hate the shit, what do? They take their issues out on other people. So yeah, it would make sense.
Yep.
It would make
Suddenly
sense.
schools go back, the hate disappears.
Yep.
It's magical. There was a certain demographic of
Parasocial Stuff are called unicorns. Damn.
And like,
I'm gonna have to use that one.
Because all the people who were like going out, they all had like little Omori profile pictures, Danganronpa profile. Yeah, I see what's going on
Danganronpa
here.
profile
They were usually
pics.
Kpop
Oh
fans
boy.
that were swapping over to VTubing, or they had some male VTuber like art of them as their profile pic, or anime girl profile pictures, but specifically girls from gacha games.
I go from never having any problems.
I'm glad I've never ran into any of
being
those.
ratioed by some Danganronpa profile pic and there's like million followers from Discord servers where they just make fun of people. I was trying to communicate with them.
Why would you try that?
Right?
Yes, bro. But I mean, that's when you got hope for the world. You're like, maybe I could educate this person. Like, no, bro. People People choose to be ignorant. That's their choice.
Shoehorn billboard or the stone faces, right? They're like
Stonehenge.
yeah, the Moai statues. Yeah. Oh my god.
I love that conversation. I think I should. I can't believe you Google pulled out some real spy stuff, all for some furry art. Truly blessed. It was a great video. I enjoyed it. I love hearing hearing about like the days before COVID when it comes to like VTubing and shit like that, because I have no idea what that was like. So to hear about these underground Discord servers and all the stuff they used to be up to is honestly pretty crazy. Like all this stuff was going on behind closed doors and nobody even knew. Anyways, that was dope. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stream's not over, video's over. Bye-bye.